When I booked my one-way ticket to Europe, I also included a day stopover in Singapore. Due to the inconvenience of this lengthy transit time, the ticket cost me very little, but it felt convenient to me, maybe because taking 2 flights back-to-back with no one to curl up with and bounce my thoughts off felt inconvenient and claustrophobic. And maybe I just needed to test the waters of travelling again, and to test early on the climax of transplanting myself abroad before I arrived at my final destination, my new home. Anyway, a layover just requiring me to buy a train ticket from the airport to town, buy some food, an art gallery entrance free, felt some sort of travel hack to get back into the swing of exploring, of being outside of home, because I still can't shake the stagnated feeling, the stagnated grounding of the last 2 years, last 3 years, I'm not sure. A dragged out layover crammed with a city adventure might counter this sticky sense of being that needs to come undone. As Singapore came as described, it's orderly, clean, dense, but everything is discernible and crisp. Rules, apologies are written everywhere. COVID is omnipresent, there's masks at all times, even in the most isolating moments. Yet it's idyllic, it's fresh, so many ligaments of Asia neatly curled into one place. At least that's what I observed. Tired, sweaty, disorientated, I'm likely wrong. Observe ourselves more in a place, I think, because that's all the context we have, it's all we know well, more than we should be make or can make any other large unfounded remarks on somewhere's character. I walked through Singapore, from Chinatown to Gardens by the Bay to Little India, all the places you're told to go, and oh god, the humidity just thawed my body. As I looked and walked detachedly as an observer, as a tourist, was such a blunt break from intensity of my self-imposed immigration, the endless to-do list, administrations, language gripes and painful goodbyes of moving from one country to another far away. I think the layover also tested a worry that the joy of travel would feel different to its thrill in my early 20s, tainted from being locked inside, infused with burnout from work, just an undoing of the last few years that I'm not sure if it's right or wrong. The joy did dim in comparison to flippant travelling we had from ago. I don't know if I can speak collectively, but I'm so aware of the world now and it's less discoverable. It feels like it's more imposing. Perhaps more than COVID hype or awareness and the hostility of owning my adult responsibility, I felt instead hit with the sadness of stripping myself clean of a life I love in Melbourne for a life that doesn't exist yet. But anyway, I photographed, I filmed, I ate food, plants, buildings, trying to feel Singapore, something different to myself, something detached from myself instead. I ended up watching the sunset at a sweet bar. I was the only person there for a while and then it slowly filled up. I went back to the airport with my feet were so swollen and purpling and my phone was flat because I didn't consider bringing an adapter for Singapore. And at 2 a.m. I left Singapore, this transit between home and unhome and from love that I found in Melbourne to a place where I have no connection yet. A reminder of the excitement and the pleasure of the new and unseen, but also realising that the joy moving abroad will come. It is coming, but for now there's a grief of change that lives with me too.